Hello, everyone. We're back again
Hello.
after a long.
Same old, same old. United still haven't scored from an open play, and Chelsea are struggling to score
I mean,
again.
I expected this result. We haven't scored against the top six in our last six
From
games
open play.
from open play. Yeah, the only goal
I
coming
think you only scored one goal. I don't know against who, but I think it was a
Spurs
penalty as well.
Spurs 6-1, and it
Yeah.
was
Oh, yeah, yeah. It was a penalty from Rashford, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah,
and in the
indeed.
in the and the games following that against the big six, we haven't scored a single goal. Very
Exactly.
disappointing, but yeah, today showed.
As a Chelsea fan, I hate to say this. I hate to say this. Um, the game against United at Old Trafford, we should have won it from a penalty. Maguire and Aspilicueta. Today's game, in my opinion, that was a handball.
That was a blatant
That should have
hand.
been,
And hear this
you
one.
would have been in this kind of condition with this kind of season. That would have been a
In
penalty.
this day and age, and with the new regulations, that's a penalty every day of the week. And
Yeah.
and in the interview following the match, Shaw said the referee he said it was a penalty, but he didn't give it because of the backlash, because he thought it would attract too much attention. He himself said it was a penalty, but he was too scared to give it.
Ooh. You didn't expect to hear this from a manager. Sorry, from a referee.
Referee, he didn't say that straight to the media.
Referee scared to referee scared to give a penalty away.
Yeah,
Ooh.
because United are renowned to be favored by VAR, right? And so
Mm, mm.
perhaps that was on the back of his mind.
But I'm not gonna lie. First half, I was quite surprised how United were playing. They were pressing. They had a high defensive
Yeah,
line. They're not
God,
deep defensive.
we didn't create anything, but I can't really. Nothing comes to mind from the first
I
half.
think first half. No, there's something that comes in my mind. First half, there was Rashford free kick
I
with
wouldn't say that's a
Mendy.
chance. I would say that's not even. That's a half chance. That's not. I'm not
Yes,
counting that.
but it
From
was a
open
good, it was
play.
a good free kick. It was a good free kick. I believe Chelsea, and I think Chelsea should have scored in the first half. The Giroud header. How can you miss it, man? Come on.
Yeah, that
Yes, on
that
the
was
week
that
on
was
the
spot on.
midweek you scored a bicycle kick, but that was an easy one,
That was
man.
put on a plate for him. He should have scored.
You should have
And
scored that.
Reece James, bright when he came on, a couple of good balls in.
No, Rick James had a good game. But
Yeah.
I don't understand why came off. I think Giroud should have stayed in, and with Rich James crosses, I believe Giroud would have put one them in.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think
You-
Giroud should have stayed in
Yeah,
because when Giroud went off, there was no point of reference. What we had ZH, we had Pulisic, we had Werner, all like not people that have physically strong
yeah,
enough to go
yeah.
against Lindelof and Maguire. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, it was a good game. Chelsea started the second half dominating like a lot.
Yeah.
We had a chance, we had a good chance with ZH, which the hair saved with the arm, like it was a good save.
It was a good save
And
because he was moving away from the ball and he had to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
second
That
half
was
we
correct.
started very, very strongly, but then like United came back as well.
United.
Um,
Yeah, you guys were on top for the first 10 minutes, and United
yes,
came back to
yes.
life. And
Mm.
but again, I can't really think of a clear-cut chance we had in that half.
No, no, no. I think the game
We
was
created absolutely nothing. We had chances to create them, but we kept fluffing it. Bruno Fernandes on the counter. He had that chance. He had that pass onto Rashford, who was running, bearing down the goal.
yes.
He missed it. And then you had McTominay in the 90th minute.
McTominay, yeah, yes.
That
Like
was
his
an
pass was
easy. That was yeah,
Kante put
that
the
was
back heel.
easy. All he had to do is put it in front of the oncoming
Yes, but he
runners.
put it behind and
Yeah,
Kante
he
back
put it
heeled it.
behind them, and Kante intercepted it like he always
No,
does.
but I think yes, I'm not happy that we didn't win the game, but on the other hand, I'm quite happy that our defense improved. Like with the
Yeah,
back three that we're playing, like we managed to keep United quiet on the counter. That's United strength, and United, a team that unbeaten in the away games, coming out with a draw, I think is not too bad at the end of the
I
day.
think to be honest, it's a good result for both sides. Maybe more so for
For
United.
United, yes, yes.
Chelsea
Chelsea with a
had the
win would have
chance.
been better.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing as the West Ham dropped points, Leicester dropped points.
Drop points. So yeah, with that win, would have been 3 points away from
Yeah,
the
three
second
points off
spot.
United. Now you're still 6 points off United. I think
6 points
United
away from
still,
United. Yep.
given the context that City are champions, they've run away with it. A draw isn't.
I called it. I think I called it like when
Now you did.
City gets the defense. City
Do
is about the defense.
remember? Even I said it.
Diaz and Stones. Those two are
Did I
it.
not say even when United were top of the league, right? And City was slacking, I still said City will come back and win this title.
Yeah.
Because yeah, they weren't firing, but they've always had the players. They just had a dip in form at the time.
Yes. No. Yeah. The start was not the best, but once they got the defensive line sorted out, then
Yeah.
everything was
Yeah, ever since that was a 5.
Everything just followed up.
Yeah. Goes to show all you need is a solid defensive partnership to mount a title challenge. If United if we sort our defense out, you never know.
I'm quite happy with the United defense at the moment. We have Lindelof and Maguire making
But
good partnership.
The problem with that partnership is they're very inconsistent. Like they can produce a game against City, the 0-0 draw. They produce a defensive masterclass against Chelsea. Then you go against Sheffield United, they draw 2 clangers. They dropped 2 clangers. Maguire was absolutely pathetic in that game. And against Spurs as well, the 6-1. So it's just that inconsistency. They're not quite Ruben Diaz and John Stones, but
yes.
Good.
One thing that surprised me about those two, yes, they've been defensively rock solid, but the 2 goals against West Ham came from Ruben Diaz and Stones.
Yeah.
Like, what were those 2 people doing in the box? And it was not from a set piece either.
West Ham played very good in that game. They were on top.
They played good.
And they had a higher XG. They had an XG of 2, whereas City had an XG of 0.8. Goes to show how they're very clinical these days.
Pep Guardiola is putting through results, like very, very narrow results, but they still wins. They won 20 games on a row, and I can't see no other teams catching them up in the Premier League. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I really believe against with Bayern as well. City is I think second.
I think that there wraps up the season. City title winners. I think top 4 is pretty much locked in. I would say City, United, Chelsea, and I think 4th spot Liverpool will get back to that spot because Leicester will drop off inevitably. Leicester, with the injuries that they had Harvey Barnes stretched off today. And they've had countless players injured. So with that in mind, I think Liverpool can mount a challenge for top 4. Maybe they will get it, but I think they will. They have the quality, obviously. So I think top 4 will be City. I think 2nd and 3rd will be between Chelsea and United. I think United will just about get it. Then Chelsea and then Liverpool. That's my prediction.
No, that sounds fine. I think the other teams, like the other top 6 teams, like Arsenal, Tottenham, I think they're giving up. I believe they're giving up hope on getting the top 4 in the league and getting the Champions League. What they're focusing on is getting to Europa and trying to qualify Champions League football next season through that.
Seeing as United are pretty much settled in the top 4, United will go far in the Europa League. I think United definitely. We could go very far, but will we win it? Don't think so. But
they will try to win a trophy. Yeah, that's
as usual. We'll get knocked out in the semi-final, like we always.
Is United in the FA Cup?
Yeah, we are. We beat Liverpool, and then we beat.
Who are you playing now? Who are you playing next?
I don't think the draw has been made.
Happened. We playing Sheffield United.
We play Leicester.
That's a good game.
That should be a win, considering their injuries. And
but you don't know. Like yes, they might have injuries, but you don't know. Like Leicester can, Roger can come up with a plan. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just have to wait and see.
I think we could go on forever. I would say, what are your final thoughts on today's game and the upcoming fixtures? Because you do have a lot of tough games coming up.
Yes. I would say. I said to you as well. Like if we can go through this next 2-3 weeks unbeaten, I think there's a good chance we're gonna qualify in the top 4, and that's gonna help us. Like we have to play Liverpool, Leeds, Everton, then Atletico again. So I think I'm quite happy with the results. Yes, it's not what I wanted. I wanted the win, of course, but a draw is not too bad either.
Yeah. I think that Atletico result is a standout result. That would give you the confidence to probably make the top 3 in the league, and hopefully, and not hopefully, but I hope.
I'm looking forward for the next game. We're playing Liverpool on Thursday, so that's gonna be another hell of a game. Thursday, 8 p.m.
I would say you guys are favorites going into that game, but
I don't know about that.
Knowing Liverpool, they could always pull off a result. But again, injuries, they're riddled with injuries, so I would expect Chelsea to come away with a draw at least.
He's out attacking, man. He's out attacking.
But that game is a decider in my opinion. If Liverpool if they win that game, I think they're back in the race with the top 4.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway,
all right. Yep.
This has been Football Freshies. We'll end it there for now, and yeah, it's been a pleasure.
See you next time.
See you.